They ain't worrying about you now.
Right.
So that's gonna play a role into what we talking about too, with the division. Real women understand that. Some women wait till they get a child or son, and now they see it. But you gotta understand, man, this shit is a setup from the get up. So all that dividing and shit, bro, trust me, two people gonna always outdo one.
We going way up now. I'm talking way up now. Alright, these the type of nights that I like, you feel me? You swing left, I'ma swing right. And shit, we made this a great night. Look, country boy, but I talk like them city niggas. I might just book her ass a flight just to say I did it. I might just fuck her ass tonight just to say I hit it. I'm probably faded off of shh and 3 cups of liquor. I'm seeing double or probably fat. She really got a sister. You call it love, I call it fucking with you.
Yo, what it do? This your man, J Roop 1887, man, with Y'all Wanna Argue podcast, man. We here back with another one, man. We got a nice lineup today. You know what I'm saying? You know, this J Roop 87, we got my man Brown in the building, the great debater.
Great debater, baby.
And we got my dog Pitt, a.k.a. Shake 'em Down.
Yes, sir.
And we got a special guest for y'all today, man. Special guest, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man. We got...
What's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Duck. We off in this motherfucker today. You feel me? Long time coming.
Yes,
sir.
Yeah, man, we here.
Yeah, man, we happy to have you, man. We happy to have you, man. So
appreciate it.
We got a few discussions, man. We finna take off with, man. Out the gate, man, I got a question, man. This question is for, you know, specific people. You know, people like that's getting out of prison.
Right.
So my question is, are men being released from prison talking too much or giving up too much information? And is that information, or could it be still harmful for people that's still doing time, and for those who probably never done no time and could possibly go in because of certain information that's gave up?
That's a hell of a question now.
When you say information, you mean giving information about what's going on inside?
Yeah, like over social media, like on the inside. Let's say, for an example, I seen a guy say, hey, man, I paid too much for my cell phone to get knocked off. Here go my hiding spot.
Got you. Yeah, I get you.
And he took his, you know, he revealed this hiding spot to the whole social media world.
So people inside telling on each other basically, well, you know, giving up information that can hinder other people who, information is deadly, man, depending on how you use it. And definitely the way technology is, man, it's like, you damn near can't hide no more. So to just put it out there like that, it's kind of like, yeah, you fucking it up for the whole, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You fucking up for the whole car. Like at the end of the day, definitely. See, when you put it in that perspective, now I really get what you're saying now.
Right.
You know, they showing what they doing, they showing how that shit really go down. It's the same thing with the credit game. They listen to what's going on, then they come up with more red tape.
Right.
So yeah, you're right. They could be fucking it up. You know what I'm saying?
And that hinder us. You know, that hurt us as a people. So another thing, like, for let's say from this example, guys done X amount of time. Yeah, you done your time, and your time may be over. But to go right and exact and share with the world things that happened in your case that probably didn't get exposed through your motion of discovery or the evidence that the courts may have had against you, it probably didn't get exposed. Right. But just because your situation over, don't mean it's all right to expose that. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep some secrets.
Right.
Shit, I'm going to go even a little further than that. You got jokers, and I'm specifically talking about fair because I did fair times. I never did state. But you got jokers getting out and getting on this social media, and you basically exposing how shit going in there and how they moving in there. It's two different worlds.
Right.
So what they using in there to survive, you done came out here because now you free from in there, and you telling what's going on in there, and you making it hard for them because a lot of them people don't have people to send money to them. They don't have people that's there for them from a financial aspect.
Right.
So they have to be inside there doing the best that they can. And here your ass out here giving away how they gonna survive in there. You out here, like, nigga, to me, that's some green ass shit, bro.
I think you go deeper than that too. I think they not only do they tell on each other in there, but they try to get vital information about who doing what on the outs.
Well, they been doing that.
No, I'm just saying, shit. Either way, they giving up information from in there.
See,
So that's just a different way.
Yeah, people giving up information. I'm talking about you may be doing it with not knowing it. That this what you doing. The harm that you causing, you might not have that in your heart to cause that harm. But because the world is social media, and like for me, I went to prison in the 90s or late 90s. So was no social media world. Right. So coming back and I'm looking to make $1 and I'm looking to get into the social media world, you know what I'm saying? I can't give up actual facts about something and it's somebody's way of life and how they survive just to make me $1.
Right.
So
exposing them.
Right. That's why you have to use the entertainment aspect. Is this just entertainment purposes only? You know what I'm saying? Where you can't say whether it's true or false.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That'll be the better way, I would think, to approach the situation. Or my advice to the guys or the people that do that, keep it on the entertainment standpoint.
That's thin ice now too, because now they trying to use people's lyrics, trying to say that the lyrics is they talking about actual stories.
Yeah, they doing it.
But the lyrics is only used against that person that song the song.
Yeah,
I'm talking about a dude who's coming out here and exposing what they got going on in there.
I got you.
Right.
That's the part I don't like. Why is you? That's just like me going to tell somebody what me and you did. Oh no, man, we did it this way. We did it. What I'm telling him for? He wasn't there with us.
Yeah.
He ain't got no part in that. So why am I explaining this to him?
Make it a skit or something like that.
The podcast is the new stand. I always said that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you find yourself giving away something you ain't got no business giving away.
But what
especially
you doing it for?
That. Yeah, especially pertaining
People
to
do
that.
it for clout. People do it for multiple reasons.
You might do it for being green.
Some people, I'm about to say, some people do it out of innocence. Just
you
don't
could be green about it. You know,
it's a thing called a thumb screw, and everybody have one. I believe that these jokers is coming out, and they want to feel relevant. They want to when they went in, they was considered to be looked at this way. So when you come home, you not relevant no more. Don't nobody care who you was 20 years ago. Right. Don't nobody care who you were 5 years ago.
Right.
It's what we got going on now. So now you want to be relevant like these youngsters is. What is you doing?
I can understand wanting to be relevant, because when we looking at it from a historical standpoint. Historically, you want to uphold people that's worthy of being, upheld or put on a pedestal, to a particular degree. So I can understand that. And if you got a story that's relevant, like he said, let that story affect only you if somebody got to be affected by it. Right. But if I'm giving up a way and a know-how on how people still thriving and still surviving in this world, then I'm dead wrong.
Right.
Some things meant to be kept to yourself. And one thing I got against, this community, the so-called black man in America, is we don't keep secrets. So we'll tell everything. You know what I'm saying? We'll share any and everything that we have, we'll share it. And then once we share it and people use it against us, now we like, damn, why you did that, man? You tripping, you wrong. Some secrets you just got to keep. So some things meant to be held a secret, nigga. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't tell everything, bro.
Yeah. Depending on what it is, yeah.
Right.
Sure.
And if some things that's not to be kept secret, that's for the public that you can share, you know what I'm saying? You still need to share that along the lines of this is entertainment.
Right.
That's it.
That's how I see it. And that'll protect some things. So now you can't take it for if I'm telling the truth or a lie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to figure it out.
So let me ask y'all this. If they getting out, say they went in solid,
right,
did their time, stood on their business, but then you get out and you telling everything.
Right.
Are you a snitch?
Telling everything like what?
You dry snitching.
Telling everything like what?
You telling everything what's going on what they not privy to.
You dry snitching.
Yeah. It definitely got to be a responsibility for that.
Yeah. Because we do got a sheriff that say that he live off social media. That a lot of his buzz, they gonna be on your social media.
Yeah.
And they looking to solve and break cases through your social media.
They want to violate you now. If they see you on probation, post a picture with that file and watch what happens.
Yeah. They all do. They
coming to get you.
Yeah.
They use social media because basically social media was designed for the tell on ourselves, not just from a jail aspect, but they want all the information. They want to know if you're married, how much you make, who your cousin is. It's like it's just a big information hub. So it's basically designed for us to spy on ourselves.
Even how you updating pictures with all kind of different faces.
Everything.
Right.
You giving
so they
it,
know
you
how you gonna look.
Feeding that shit information.
So they got the data.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's about that data.
About that data.
So now one thing about data, now so logically, if I'm looking, okay, they want the data. So I mean that's something that I can feed, I can dictate what's fed to the data system to some degree. You know what I'm saying? So now I got to say, okay, well, how can we manipulate the data? Right. You could give away false information.
No question.
Yeah.
And kind of dictate it, you know what I'm saying? And then you got some control over it. You know, that's how I see it on that note, you know what I'm saying? But no other way. I don't think it's relevant, and I think we should fall away from it. Let's get back to keeping our secrets. Yeah. Get back to understanding that, you know, some things got to go from my mouth to your ear, and vice versa. You know, we get back to that like that. We make all our communities, we make it safer for us. You know what I'm saying? Because we all got the same common enemy. Mm-hmm. Real talk.
Yeah, I want to say something before we move off this subject. If you getting that, quit telling these people what's going on in there. Stop doing that. It's flaw as fuck. You green as hell. Stop doing that.
It's a degree to it.
Stop doing it.
Yeah, but I mean, if we talking about, okay, we had this fight while we was inside. We got into it with that went on,
That's different.
You know, but as far as giving up ideas of how inmates survive every day, that's against the rules and regulations. You can't get that information up. Not for no likes and no clicks on your page. You can't do that. Whether you out or in, because a lot of videos come from the inside. Yeah. And it's so many other things that you can expose. Why expose our side? If we prisoners, why would you expose our side and hide your enemy side? You hiding his flaws. The things that he doing that's contrary, you hiding that.
Right.
Don't hide that. You know what I'm saying? Like Florida Department of Corrections. Don't hide the fact that the policies say that you can get clean whites once every 6 months, brand new. And you a grown man and you go down there to laundry for new whites and she give you some drawers, or the laundry sergeant give you some drawers that a man just took off. Still got stains in them. You know what I'm saying? She's saying they clean because they went through a washing process, not because they actually clean. You're not going to wear another man's boxers now. You know what I'm saying? It's so much other stuff you can expose, but you won't expose that. Right. You'll tell on yourself rather than say, hey, man, I went to Child today for lunch, dinner, and I had a tray. My coleslaw was a soup. My potatoes was a soup. Everything that you got was a soup tray that was supposed to be a salad tray. But you won't expose that. You ain't going to go on social media and really see that at the volume that you're going to see dudes just flossing and making it look like a glorious place. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that volume not going to match. It's countless. What about the dude's teeth? I ain't gonna lie, I was in confinement. I went to confinement one time, like about 2002 or something like that. And I go in the room. Now, I'm at Jackson CI. They notorious for, kicking the nigga to sleep.
That's how Atlanta Penn
So we'll go on, you'll get in a new cell, you'll try to clean it up as much as you can. Look, a teeth under my bunk. You know what I'm saying? What the hell the teeth doing under my bunk? Yeah. It's a whole tooth, man. I don't know whose tooth it was, whether he was black or white, but I know it was a prisoner's tooth. And I know he ain't took it out and left it, because if he'd have took it out, he'd have kept it. He'd have put it somewhere where he could take it with him. You know what I'm saying? But it's on the floor under the bunk. That's somebody that got kicked, stomped out. You know what I'm saying? But that's something that we won't hear about. So tell on your enemy, man. We got the same coming in. If you want to tell something, tell that. Make the world privy to that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I really got for that take, man. I don't know if you agree with it or not, or if it makes sense or not. But that's all I got for that take.
Oh, I got one more thing. Instead of giving all these wild ass prison stories, why not tell them exactly how that court system works? You see what I'm saying? How to fight a case, how to do the research for this to put with that. They want to be telling them about how they was in there and wow, we was doing this and that. No, tell them really what prison is.
So they need to
don't make that shit seem like it's anywhere cool or none of that. They don't even get them to understand that when you go in, you have a high probability of not getting out. Either you gonna have to mess somebody up or somebody mess you up. But they make it seem like it's like they like they was this big time dude, or I ran to prison. I did that's irrelevant, bro.
Yeah.
Teach a motherfucker about that court system and how to stay out of it. How the crackers trick you, how they put you in this position to get you over here.
Right.
That's what they need to be doing.
So in other words, they need to record when they're in that law library.
Exactly.
Show what they looking at.
Tell them stories.
Show what they looking at. Show what they look up certain cases and whatnot.
Exactly. How to even do the research for a case. How to find a statute. How to find a case to match that statute and then form your own argument based off that.
Right.
Let me share this too,
teaching them.
And this kind of conclusion as well. When you got some conscious brothers in prison, like it's a lot of brothers that's consciously and moving correctly on their square. A lot of them. And it's more than what you would think. But it don't get the broadcast that the negative stuff do. This for people who never been. This who guys who still got their future ahead of them. Women who got their future ahead of them. Think about this. You might as well tap into your consciousness while you're free. Because one of the most hurting feelings that you're going to experience if you're behind the wall is that your light cut on of consciousness, it cuts on while you're trapped in four walls. And you're ready to make moves for yourself, to do some things for yourself, to make some moves for yourself, to make the world probably a better place. And you can't do nothing because you're trapped in four walls.
Right.
If that ain't going to drive you crazy, nothing will.
Right.
My light now cut on, and I got a wall here, wall there, this big. What am I finna do? It make you feel like, well, why did this light cut on? I'd rather stay it off.
Right.
But when you're in there, you got books. So you're reading, you're studying.
Right.
You're learning different things. You're talking to people who was there before you, who light on. He cutting yours on because he needs somebody to talk to.
That's
and
equilibrium, that shit.
You neglect it and kind of push it away. So when you kind of push it away, you know, like, hey, I heard what he said, but you know, he's talking some deep stuff. And then one day you just be walking and bing, oh, that's what he was talking about. It just hit you.
Yeah.
That download come through. It just hit you. Now you look around and you ain't got many moves you can make with the knowledge that just got bestowed upon you. That information ain't no moves you can make. Don't be in that situation. And majority of the men and women that's in prison that done came into their consciousness in that situation and can't make no move by it. So now they like, well, I got to get out. They want to get out. Got to find a way out. And it might not be no way out.
Yeah,
that's the equilibrium in that shit too.
Yeah.
Like everything got a polarity, you know. So sometimes it take a nigga to go through that shit. Cause when you out here running around, you distracted. You ain't really got time to sit down and hear listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you go in there, you sit down. You in a different environment, and every environment gonna damn sure dictate the decisions you make, what you can and can't do. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the equilibrium of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But niggas need to know about that system though, like you say, like that, cause that be the whole thing. A lot of niggas know more about sports than crimes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it just don't make sense. If you gonna do something, you need to know everything about that shit.
The ins and the outs.
I tell it all the time, man. You going to prison, dog. All that trying to be hard shit. Man,
Right.
Cracker got these flock cameras.
Right.
Cracker got a nigga. It's just so
That
much.
flock camera.
They
That
got
flock
one.
camera,
They got one
motherfucker,
on
dog.
the back street.
Yeah, you been telling me.
bro. I'm busy. Now they can, you know, a lot of people look at like face recognition. That shit cool, but nigga, they can identify you by your strut,
Yes.
the way you walk.
I'm dead on that tip.
You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
know how I
Yeah.
walk.
They say
I'm
that's to
dead on that
identify
tip.
you
By
by
your
your walk.
by your
Yes,
strut,
bruh.
Yeah.
the way you walk.
And they're
Get
looking
what
in
I'm
your
saying?
cars when you ride by.
Yeah, them flock camera. People gotta understand, dog. Like that's why I say, sometimes, man, I look at people like when I have conversations with them, they lost. You could try to help them, but don't. You know, you got to keep your sanity too, and just realize, man, this dude is over.
Yeah.
Because like, just the fact of like, you know, when they had the little shit going around like fuck the streets, this and that, woo woo woo. I say you got to get, you know, you live a point where you don't give a fuck. But if you live long enough, you will give a fuck.
Hell
You
yeah.
gonna eventually give a
I'm
fuck.
telling you.
Because
That's
you
a
got
fact.
kids, you got people depending
Yeah.
on you. It's just you wising up. That's just the way it is. But people don't understand all the shit that's against you. And it's like, it's crazy, dog. Like all the technology. It's kind of like how you in the street, bro. You got social media. Like I done seen niggas get fucked up just off social media. Nigga pulled up, and they got the same outfit he got caught in. Like these crackers just, it's crazy, bro. It's like I say, if you doing wrong, bro, if y'all niggas ain't meeting up, y'all ain't paying dues, y'all ain't got no kind of structure. Like I said, if this nigga old lady, if this bitch got sisters or brothers or cousins that robbed, you gotta get rid of her.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to have
Yeah,
some
how
kind
bad
of
she is.
structure.
Right.
Yeah.
We got to pay dues.
Yeah.
If
Got to
something
pay
happen,
dues.
he know he's straight. He ain't got to do shit.
Right.
If you ain't got this, you going to prison, homie.
I'm so glad he said that, but you got to pay dues.
You got to pay
man.
dues.
How
You
you
have
gonna
to.
have a structure if you don't?
You got to. You have to, bro.
Impossible.
You have to have some kind of like them Italian motherfuckers, and you can't just whack a bitch and not. No, man, you just gave your whole family a death sentence.
Yeah.
That's all they got, the lines in the road. That shit keep you aligned.
Right.
Without them lines, you all over the
There's
place.
rules.
Yeah.
You got to have these rules. You got to.
This one thing I learned. That line of respect is very thin. So, but as long as it's established, disrespect gonna be almost obsolete.
Exactly.
But you have to first establish that line of
Have
respect
to.
and how thin it is.
You got to.
It's a very thin line. You know, you don't just get to cross. If I cross over there, you know what I'm saying? You done drew that line.
Yeah.
If I cross it and you bop my head,
Consequences and repercussions.
right? When I get back on this side, guess what? Not only me, but the people that saw, the people that observed, they know, oh, don't cross that line.
That's butt
But,
breaking.
but you know what I'm finna? Let me draw me one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So cross it if you want to. Put this hammer on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Gotta
saying?
be, it's
Yeah.
got to be. That's why I say like niggas like knowing what a nigga know now. It's like you running with niggas like who your life depend on, and y'all ain't got no kind of structure. Like if y'all real homies, your son that's my son too.
Right.
By all means, your lady off. It's like you have to have these. Cause when you study these cultures that had that shit in place, you can see the outcome. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, ain't no what? Oh, nigga, that's my son too. Like, that's
Right.
whatever I'm gonna do for mine, I'm gonna do for his, and
Yeah.
vice versa.
Yeah.
We have to have this code. And if a nigga step out of line, like you said, we got to show him.
Yeah.
That's it. Or whatever gonna happen, we have to show you. Because
Yeah.
if not, you gonna keep on crossing that
You gonna
line.
think it's cool to cross it.
Gonna think it's cool to cross it.
Yeah,
But
man.
when you have that structure, bro, it's like, nigga, we untouchable. Crocker's scared of that.
Yeah.
They afraid of that. They afraid of that now.
This a move. I was reading about Bobby Seale from the Black Panther Party and Huey P. Newton. And one way that the counterintelligence program used on them, it was like Bobby, I think, was out of the country on vacation or something, or Huey was wanted or something. One of the ways or another, but they were separated. So what they did, they went to the one on vacation. Like, hey man, no, I think they went to went to Bobby, and say, hey man, Huey plotting to kill you. They played tapes or whatever, played some fictitious tapes or stuff saying that Huey trying to kill Bobby. And Bobby took it. He say, why? What he want against me? They making it like, because he believed you gonna take his position. He believed that if you out the way, then he could control everything. But went to Huey and said told him the same story. So now they ain't addressing it, but they like this with each other. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna let them know what I know, but we watching each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They put that reverse psychology there, played the brothers against each other, and now they really thinking like, this nigga trying to whack me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you can play both of them out there, but you cause a rift to come between the tightness and the closeness in the community.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta have two sides.
Yeah. But I can't let somebody else dictate my war.
Right.
You don't just get to push me like a pawn to a war with my brother.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or to cause no split, no division in our unity.
Yeah.
And because that's what they did. Once you cause a split and you cause a division in your unity, what you got now?
Weaken it.
Yeah.
Nothing. You're wide open.
So you got to have two sides to create a war. Because if it's one side, I mean everybody in agreement.
Right. That's why they went to both of
Yeah.
them.
So why they got the Democrats, Republicans. It's always got to be two sides to display difference.
Right.
So they and like you say, they feed both sides the bullshit, and when they come in, knock each other off, they just walk in and knock off the access.
Yeah.
You know, you're right, man. That divide and conquer motherfucker.
Yeah. That's what that is.
That's a motherfucker up, boy.
The chess move they did on us, and is right now, they got the black man and the black woman at odds.
At odds.
So that means the black family is in full destruction.
Yeah, and that's where it starts.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the unity between us, and it's gonna take both of us to go against y'all.
That black man, black woman, that odds hold that. Because my second question is gonna be pretty much we'll be able to fit that into them lines. You know what I'm saying? So, but in a nutshell, bro, if you're in prison or getting out of prison, or you ain't been to prison, you're on social media, save some information for yourself.
Right.
That protects you. Have something that can protect you. So if the sheriff or the feds or anybody had to go look at my profile, you got a profile that say, hey man, this is a family man. We're gonna have to lie on him. The only way we're gonna get him, we got to lie. Right. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Eventually your lie get exposed. You get caught in your lie.
Yeah.
Make a situation where people have to lie on you to get you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Period. So with that said, man, we like I said, we got a special guest. Got the brother Papa Duck in the building. You know what I'm saying? An honored guest, and we got a gift for the brother. You know what I'm saying?
Over there, he got
Show gift, and I won't show off.
Who the gift?
No,
right there,
his gift right there.
Yeah, it's a blessing for a blessing going on right now. So we're gonna share this here.
Definitely.
That's Black History Edition.
Yeah, so it's Black History Month.
Yeah.
And this is as you see, 1865 greater than 1770. What that say? Hold on, that ain't look right.
Yeah, greater than 1776.
Yeah, 1870. Yeah, you correct. Okay, Juneteenth.
Back on Juneteenth.
And that greater than, man, y'all check him out, man. That's my brother Sean right here, Pip, man.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
him what that is.
And that's the brand right there. That's the logo on the other one. Greater than brand. And I used to tell my kids and my family that the word can't
greater than y'all
wasn't allowed in our vocabulary.
Y'all check him out.
But that's the only thing that we can't do.
Greater
be
than.
Greater than who we're gonna be tomorrow.
You got it on the field. There we go.
Yeah. Greater than.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we got different names and whatnot. It's like what I'm wearing right now is the oatmeal greater than no meal.
Yeah.
But we got the unity greater than equality.
Right.
A
Definitely.
couple other sayings.
Oatmeal greater than no meal.
So this is Papa Duck. You want to get a close in? So how you pronounce this?
Ubuntu.
And tell them how you come up with Ubuntu.
Ubuntu is like it's a collectivism thing. It's more like I am because we are. It's like like I say, America's the most individualistic.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, individualistic country in the world, meaning they want everybody to work on their own. But collectivism is when we used to pick at the people coming from other countries living in one house, and now they done bought the whole block. So Ubuntu means togetherness. You know what I'm saying? Like when the psychiatrist told all the kids, he put the basket of fruit by the tree. He said on count of 3, the first one to get it can have it all. Count of 3, they jumped up and held hands. When they got it all together, sat back down, he asked them why they did that, and they told him Ubuntu. It's like, how can I be happy if everybody else around me is sad? So with that being said, it's a collectivism. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing by yourself. They know that, and that's why they push, like we were just talking about, divide and conquer, because they know, once you by yourself, that's why all this 50-50, all this shit that they push on these women, y'all better understand, you gonna get your ass whipped. You can't do nothing by it. 2 people gonna outdo 1. It's just simple math.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. They scared of us coming together. When I say all of us, I mean all of us. Because now people starting to see we all got the same enemy, which they saw before, but that water done rolled so high, you can't hide it no more. Yeah. You got white people hollering about a revolution now. So
it's time.
It's time.
Yeah.
And where can they find it at? How can they get it?
Go to ubuntuapparel.com. I got it on right now. It's another one right here. It's a whole fit. Just go to ubuntuapparel.com. We on Etsy, and we on got our own website too. So man, make sure y'all go check it out. For everybody who supported it so far, man, thank y'all. Appreciate it.
And remember this. This is apparel that's for you. This apparel. These are brands that inspire us. These are brands that help build us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and this is not a Chinese making the black power pick and selling it to an American.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This ours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we reap something off this.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So, support that. You know what I'm saying? These brands that really mean something.
Yeah,
that's what we have to be.
Yeah.
And the message is from the apparel to your bloodline. You got greater than, you got togetherness.
Right.
That's right.
Damn right.
Yeah. So, hey man, y'all get with it, man.
Oh,
I'm definitely gonna cop some.
The food we had catered for us today.
Oh my goodness, man! Listen, we had the best. If y'all ain't had these, you got to go check them out. We had the best fish strip, fish nuggets, fish bite from Jesse's Rib Shack. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the Orlando area, you know Jesse's Rib Shack. But Jesse's Rib Shack really blessed us.
2202 West Pine Street, Orlando, Florida, right in between John Young and Tampa, right off Church Street.
Right there.
And you're gonna get your money worth.
Yeah, you got the $10 deals going on right now too. Chicken with 2 sides.
Yeah, $10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Good too.
That's a community. That's a meal. That's for the community. That's pretty decent, man.
Hey,
I
the
like
plan
that
was to have the fish bites and the wings up here.
Yeah.
But what crazy, they ain't even make it over here.
Yeah. If it would have made it, I mean, it's gonna make us look a mess on camera. I might be licking my fingers and stuff, man. I don't want to look a mess on camera.
It's all good.
So what you got? What we got next? What we talking about?
Moving on, man. Question. How dangerous is it for women to take on the mentality that they are physically equal to men? Now, the question is, how dangerous is it?
It's super dangerous because it jeopardizes the outcome of the males in that house.
What you mean?
Structure.
It jeopardizes how he gonna be looking at himself.
Yeah.
Because she can't teach him.
And it goes way deeper. Like people, like they gotta understand, man. The fact, like the main 2 reasons why they came up with this equality of a woman and a man, which is don't make sense because consolidated y'all make one. It's like a fucking motor can't go nowhere without the tires. They both play their role, consolidated. The main 2 reasons they did it was, number one, they was only able to tax half the country because the women weren't working.
Bingo.
So that was one of the main reasons. So now that they pushing that women are equal to men, now the women outwork it. There's no one to look over the child. This is how they created pre-K. So now they got your child at an earlier age. Your child with strangers 8 hours a day, teaching them all type of indoctrinated shit, getting them ready. So when they get 20, 30 out there, they going to repeat the cycle. So it was all a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
From the get-go.
Straight brainwash. And this came from Rockefeller and all the motherfuckers around that pushed that narrative that women are equal to men. It don't make sense. Men are made with bigger muscles for a reason, bigger feet for a reason, stronger for a reason. But the fact that we're living in a society governed by the same motherfuckers that's got they foot on all our neck, they gonna promote that narrative. And now that I want to say this too, as a man, I'm not responsible for the way women act. As a woman, you're not responsible for how men act, but who is. Once you figure out who is, then this shit start making sense. So us fighting against each other then they came out with the man in the house rule. That was a real law.
Yeah.
Go look it up. A real law. If there's a man in the house, biological, non-biological father, don't matter. You disqualified for all the amenities. And as you say, once they get the man out the house, now the government becomes the man. And you're going to do everything they say. They need paperwork. They need this notified. You're going to jump up and go. It was a plot from the jump. Real women understand that. I'm going to get a real women, they just do.
Yeah.
Because they understand what we going through. And I say it all the time. As women, we need y'all help. You think we want to be like this?
Right.
Yeah, nah.
They indoctrinate us in ways most people can't comprehend. These are silent weapons for quiet wars. I talk about this shit all the time. We ain't in this position because we want to be or because we stupid. Nigga, we brainwashed and programmed.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. And we gotta kill that whole stigma. You know what I'm saying? That whole brainwashing.
You say from pre-K too.
Yeah.
That's how they created pre-K.
Yeah.
Teach you how to walk that single file line.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
I
that
told you
shit.
the biggest curriculum is on the mark, it said go. It taught us to be number one. Fuck 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's individualism.
Yeah.
They
Right.
use all these curriculums against us and we don't know it. Like your life is a handed script. This is your script. You're supposed to wear shoes. You're supposed to go here. You're supposed to go to church. You got a script that they gave you.
And that's a destructive force, individualism.
Listen,
It destroys.
Exactly.
it's a thing called mandatory manumission.
Yes, sir.
You already know where I'm going.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what that was based on.
Yeah.
With during the slavery time.
Yep.
And what it made was for one slave
Mm-hmm.
to be above the rest of them. They gave incentives. Well, you're gonna be better than over here. We're gonna treat you better. But
That
you
house
have to
nigga then.
divide.
No, it wasn't no house nigga. This before house nigga even came out.
That what it sound like.
No.
Oh, okay.
Before you say what you say, you know what this is what snitching began.
Exactly.
I'm gonna let you continue though.
No, that's exactly.
Yeah.
It was a boat called the Eagle, and they was bringing over the slaves.
Mm-hmm.
They did a resurgence. You had a little young 19-year-old black boy that was on the boat. They had done took over the ship almost, and they was about to kill the captain so they could take it all the way over. And he jumped up and put his hand up. It cut his hand or cut his arm off.
Mm-hmm.
That's when they came out with the law of mandatory manumission.
Yep.
So it says from there, if any black that helps whites in any kind of way,
Yep.
you're gonna get benefits.
Yep.
And then they took it from there to they would have on the slave fields where every so many years they would give a slave his walking papers
Yep.
because they say, oh, he worked hard. That's why they came out with that term. Oh, you a lazy slave.
Yep.
You want to get your walking papers. You need to be working hard.
Yep.
Yeah, mandatory manumission.
That was snitching. Like
Exactly.
if you help the white man with an invention, or if you help, some more slaves from the rebel and from the like he say,
told on them.
you tell on them, you free. So it created a way for us to tell on each other, and you can see it in the movies. You know
And
what
feel
I'm saying?
good about it.
Yeah.
To tell on each other and then feel like you've done
you
a
did
good
something.
thing.
Yeah.
The
No, it took away
anti-literacy
that
law.
what he was saying that ready, set, go.
Yeah.
It's only one. Ain't no
Only one.
group.
No.
We separated. I'm one.
Yeah.
Fuck being with y'all. I don't need two. I don't need to be in no group.
A
I don't need to
curriculum.
do this shit. Yeah.
Right.
And if you think about it, bro, we've been taught this shit our whole life. Like, we ain't thinking about what it's doing to us. It's basically turning us against each other. Like you say, I want to be number one. You see what I'm saying? And like I say, they create these think tanks. These some of the smartest people in the world that come together, that create curriculums, belief systems. And this is why I say when you speak on a situation going on, a lot of people don't understand why we act the way we act. You know what I'm saying? We're not crazy. You just program in ways that you can't comprehend. Yo, everything about you, bro, every input from smell, taste, touch, they manipulate that shit. Bitters are way more better for you than sweets. How you gonna teach a nigga what sweet and bitter is?
Right.
So when you teach them, you just manipulated us. We want the sweets, the shit that ain't good for us.
Sugar.
But the bitter shit is the best, and that's the shit we need to eat. But they manipulated it. They manipulated sight. They manipulated everything. So now you program, right? You see what I'm saying? Like a computer. Like a computer can't complete a task without the programming. It don't have the program to do it. So when people speak, I say this all the time about like relationships and shit. If you can't control the environment, you're only speaking of the effects of what another man is doing to all of us. You can't change it. Women gonna run like they gonna run. Niggas gonna run like they gonna run. Cause you just speaking of the effects. Until you do like them Jewish motherfuckers do. Like they got their own doctors. Right. You can't even cook for them if you ain't a Jew. You can't touch their food. They got their own Coca-Cola. The Coca-Cola with the yellow tops. Them for Jewish people.
Halal.
Yeah, like people don't understand kosher. That's why Five Guys cost so much. It's kosher beef. That's why I say, when you think about it, bro, we stuck in an environment that's been created, handcrafted to get the outcome they're getting, and we just here pointing fingers at each other because we don't know where this shit coming from. That's why they came up with government. Government got who you gonna bitch? Like I said, you got a problem with Donald Trump, who you gonna call? Who you gonna text?
Right.
Who you gonna email? This shit is designed for this, like the confusion.
So that woman, basically what we getting at is, sister, if you choose to compete with me or compare yourself with a man and you doing so to be at odds with the man, then you wrong. That's not saying that I don't love the women. I don't love my sisters. You know what I'm saying? Because I do. But I got to get you to see that, hey man, you done bit the game. You know what I'm saying? You done bit this bait. You know what I'm saying? Spit it out. I seen a bass pull up on something like this here one time, back right up off. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to get that hook in your jaw. Take it out. It don't help us as the family structure. It don't help. It don't help as a community. It don't help as a nation. It don't help us in no way for you to feel like you could be me. It don't. Yeah. Brothers, it don't help you in no way to think you could be her. But like the brother say, it's a consolidation. We are one. We come together as one. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that so much. And I just want you to, sister, just think about it. The power you have being simply a woman, the power you have with a man, or toward a man, over a man, however we phrase that, is way greater than you think. It's greater than you being masculine or saying that you got to be the woman of the house. You can't physically be as strong as me.
At all, yeah.
So what's one of the first things you think need to get nipped in the bud or just ripped away? Social media, music, TV.
No, they can have all that.
You can have it all, but it's about the programming.
That's what I'm saying. So what's one of the things that need to be switched up?
The
like
understanding.
Instead of
the way. Remember when I was talking about feeding the data, you see how he said we've been they done manipulated everything.
Yeah.
So you got to play a manipulative game back. So we got to feed a different data. We got the data that we putting into the system that's gonna come back and affect the overall community. Yeah. We got to dictate that data. But the money and things that people gain a check off is the negative stuff. Because I guarantee you, a lot of the sisters that we see that may be getting some money on, through the web, or they done went through this and got a contract to do this, or blase squaze, and they got it for being negative. A lot of them, that's not even their character. They're playing the character when we dealing with social media.
Yeah, money is fake. So
I can tell you a perfect example.
Dude's playing a character.
The chick, Jasmine Crockett, she's playing a character. She grew up so different, and she be on there acting like she emulating somebody out the bricks, out the palms.
Right.
That ain't even your character. That's not naturally you.
Oh yeah, that big screen. That's where
Right.
it started.
Yeah.
So basically, what we'll do, nothing need to be taken away. We need to gain control of the influence that go, because you have to, like the garden. Biblically speaking, it told Adam was given the instruction to dress and keep the garden, right?
Yeah.
What is the garden?
It's your body.
It's the mind. Not the brain, but the mind. The mind is what has to be dressed and kept. So when you come now to our kids, kindergarten, it's a play on the word. You want the kid, they want to dictate, pre-K, what's put into the garden, which is the mind of the child. And then you can dictate forever, for however long.
Yeah, it's the programming. And
We have to control our own curriculums.
Yeah.
School systems.
Facts. Yeah.
Just think about this. What would our school system look like today? Segregation was integration 1954, right? Brown versus Board of Education, I believe that was 1954. To now, if we would have protected our water fountain, because that was solidarity. That says black water fountain. Whites only, blacks only. You see what I'm saying? Black school, white school. Protect yours.
Segregation fucked us up.
Yeah.
Basically.
Stand on yours. I don't have to integrate with you for me to be good. Now it's gonna be some hardships, it's gonna be some hard days. But we also know that we got the carpenters, we got the builders, we got everything we need to construct our nation correctly, accordingly.
They had to break us up. They had to bring us together though, because they knew if we would have kept going on that same, where we just protecting ours, we would have overpowered them in so many ways. As moving into the era we're in today. See, they been knew about this era coming.
Right.
They knew they had to say, everybody to equal. No, motherfucker. Segregation was the worst thing that ever happened to us. But like you say, we gotta separate.
Yeah.
Got to. You have to, because it's like if you created a community of houses and everybody out here are married people, like the Jewish people. Everybody out here married, everybody together. We don't do all the ratchet shit. We'll do it. So it sets the tone for what you're trying to do. The world is just, this shit fucked up. And them folk putting all this information in front of us and letting us just eat this shit up. And you can see the destruction. But the Jewish people, they don't do that.
Right.
You feel me? So like a lot of people think Hitler did some fucked up shit, but when you really do your history on that shit, bro, nigga, Hitler, anytime them crackers try to turn you, get somebody to the point where it's like, oh, he did. Nah, Hitler turned Germany around in 3 years. Got rid of all the transgender shit. Them people had 3-4 months mandatory motherfucking vacation.
Right.
All that pissing in the streets. And get who was doing it? The Jews. I see why he burnt their ass up. And wasn't no 6 million of them. that was exaggerated.
Yeah.
It wasn't even 2 million of them. Damn no. So when you look at that, dog, I'm telling you, bro, that's why I say he who controls this controls everything.
Listen, I'm laughing because last night we
just
ride
on that level,
and I brought up Hitler,
Mm-hmm.
and I was talking about when they was burning the books.
Yeah.
And all the stuff. It was dealing with the trans.
Yep.
It was dealing with the homosexuals.
All that
all
shit.
that. And he was saying, oh, that got to go.
They got to go.
I ain't know that.
Yes.
Got
And
rid of all that shit.
that's what the whole war was about.
Yeah.
He was saying, I'm about to, what y'all on,
Mm-hmm.
we ain't doing that
he
here.
said he was trying to protect Germany for what was coming.
Turn
What
that
was
been
coming.
around in
Yeah.
3 years.
So what was coming that he was trying to protect
What
from?
America
Being the
is
day
right
What was
now.
going on?
Man, America ain't shit.
What America is right now is what he was saying, y'all ain't about to bring the Germany.
Germany, yeah.
I'm talking about everything was going on right
So
now
look,
here.
women, division. That's what you got to fight against in your own mind. It's dangerous. You cannot be me.
Yeah.
I can't be you. And I ain't trying to be. It's dangerous for us as a whole, as a community, because once they strip the black man that played us against each other, like we were speaking earlier, we turned against each other. We have no bridge. We have no bond. There's no connection between us. And then we do have a little bit, it's flawed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just because I'm pointing something out, somebody will put it in y'all head to just always jump on. Oh, that's a conspiracy theory.
No.
So
It's
now
common
we
sense.
jump on your defense will be this is a conspiracy
you
theory.
tripping.
You know what I'm saying? You tripping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we have to be together. All I'm trying to do is make us one again.
Yeah, right.
That's it. Because you couldn't break that family unless you broke the relationship between us two, the man and the woman.
Right.
Once you put a gap or put a rift there,
crazy,
you could go in the family structure, do what you want. Because guess what? I'm gonna stand my ground. But now as a man, whatever we claim, we gonna die protecting.
Right.
So if I got a box I'm living in, this my jurisdiction.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna die
Can't
protecting my
nobody-
jurisdiction.
can't nobody come with that fucking with that.
That's
box.
the importance of pulling me out the household.
Exactly.
Because you knew I would die protecting that jurisdiction. It was gonna be
Yeah.
easy for y'all. See, if you killed me
get
in
rid
front of
of
her, she was gonna be emotionally attached to me and wasn't gonna listen to you.
You got to get
So
rid
you
of the
killed me in a
alpha.
different way. You sent me through the penal system.
Yeah.
You created all these laws that was against me. You killed me in a different way and cut me off and made me a silent man. Now I can't speak today. So it's make my word don't got no weight.
They got rid of the alpha.
The alpha, he got to
You
go.
got to go. Now,
Yeah.
once you get rid of alpha, the family could be compromised. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Another thing too, what you said, I always speak about is and most, I don't know why, man, but anyway, most people just think I just be talking, but I tell them, go look this shit up for yourself, bro.
Right.
When you become a convicted felon, man,
Yeah.
there's a thing called civilator mortis, which means once he or she becomes a convicted felon, right? By law, you are considered a dead man or dead woman. Why? Because now you faced with 40,000+ collateral consequences. That's why I say this shit is a setup. You did. Now you can't, it's hard for you to vote. Some of y'all gonna say, I went to prison, I can still vote. That ain't what I said. I say over 40,000 collateral consequences that's gonna stay, put their feet on your motherfucking neck. All because you is a convicted felon. So by law, you can't adopt. It's a bunch of shit you can't do, depending on what state you live in. It's just a bunch of bullshit. They're gonna make sure you go to prison. They're gonna make sure you get that motherfucking stamp. And when you do, you can't compete. They ain't worrying about you now.
Right.
So that's gonna play a role into what we talking about too, with the division. Real women understand that. Some women wait till they get a child or son, and now they see it. But you gotta understand, man, this shit is a setup from the get up. So all that dividing and shit, bro, trust me, two people gonna always outdo one. Simple math.
Yeah.
But you got to see the plot, like you say. Fall for that bait, we fuck.
I got a question for all y'all from based off that. So if we're looking at final results, right? Should we, as a community, any transgressions, anything bad that we've done to each other up until today, all that's pushed back. It don't exist no more. And we move forward saying we only looking at the final results. Well, we gonna be this one unit moving forward. Because a lot of time, especially on the social media, it's always she did this, he did that.
Right.
Both of us done did wrong to each other.
Yeah, that shit baby steps.
You see what I'm
with
saying?
Me.
Huh?
That shit baby steps.
What
with
you
me.
mean? Elaborate.
Because if I don't did something to an individual or an individual don't did something to me, we can reconcile, but that shit ain't gonna restore it back to like it was, like off the dribble.
No, that's what I'm saying. If we talking about final results, because you can forgive what you want, and you can be.
But I'm saying just even restoring it till we could get back on that same day one.
You
know what?
If you
But
wanted
this
to.
is what put you to go back to, our first topic. Remember that line of respect. See,
Yeah.
This my mentality. When I go into a situation, I'm dealing with people. I don't deal with people on the pretense of whether this dude is a creep or a bad dude or not. I deal with it from the standpoint that I'm not nobody to play with.
And that's where I'm coming from.
Once I know that, I ain't even worried about if you do got a trick. You can't get me because I'm not going to let you get me. So anything that you got on your mind that may be harmful to me, I'm not going to allow it to happen.
And then once I show you that,
I'm drawing this line. It's that line thin. This is for any creature, goddamn it.
yeah,
If your dog snap at you, what he is, he out of there.
yeah.
But
So that what I'm saying is that's what helped me in my dealings because I've been handled some bad ways coming up in life. And I had to get to the point where I understand that if I build a wall around myself, I forgave you, but now I'm afraid that you're going to come in and do something else creep. I ain't afraid of that because I'm not who I was 20 years ago.
But that's why I said baby steps.
Yeah. I'm gonna clean you
I know
up.
what you're saying for the greater cause.
Yeah,
like,
I'm saying
squash it
we
for the
just-
greater
I'm
cause.
saying-
Yeah, I say squash for the
everything is
greater
gone.
cause,
Yeah,
but
I'm
you
saying
got to have that
everything is
thin line
gone.
of
Yeah,
respect to
yeah,
prevent
definitely.
things from resurrecting.
Definitely.
So you don't want
That's why I say, bro, you
certain
have
issues to resurrect.
with me, with me, bro. I look at it like this shit. Like certain people got that poison in them. They brainwashed. You gonna have to do something to them. Yeah, I love you, my brother. I want to see, but it's gone here. I think you have to start with like-minded people moving forward.
That's definitely the case.
Yeah.
You have to.
So that's what you
these,
saying.
these
Yeah.
people,
Right,
they will.
okay.
Baby
And
steps.
it's our own
I
people,
can't
bro,
go there if
but
we ain't like minded.
It's gonna
Yeah,
contaminate
correct.
it. They have to have some level of emotional intelligence and some level of. We have to be like-minded at some level. We can't just bring knuckleheads in moving forward.
But I'm not
You
gonna
see what I'm
stiff
saying?
arm the non like minded either. I'm just
Right.
gonna move slower.
right.
You feel me? I'm not
Yeah.
gonna move like I'm gonna move with the like
but
minded.
Well, I tell you what, if we give them some level of accomplishments and let them prove how they want to come out their shell.
Right.
Now, if they don't, if like you say, we have to have consequences. If they can't prove that, because we can't help, they contaminate it. But I'm with you. We still can save some, but we have to have a process to say by now, if this is what you wanted, bro, you would have been you would have graduated. You don't cut it. Ain't nothing we could do. We gonna cut our ties.
Right.
We wasting our time.
Yeah.
I would love to help, but once you get them here, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it be your own people.
that.
You gonna have to do something to it. But I'm putting it in perspective because you can stay sane. You don't have to beat yourself up for doing something to somebody who look like you. Oh, he poison. He a zombie. And then you can do females too. And then you can do. You want to help them, but I'm telling you, they're gonna come at your own demise.
See me, I'm more gonna be like, bruh, not fucking with you. You know you ain't right. I'm not fucking with you because this, and you not making the steps to correct who you are. You finding an excuse to justify why you did what you did.
Ain't gonna waste the time.
And
Gonna be waste time.
Instead of, cause we'll sometimes be like, well, I ain't messing with bro because he this, that, and the other. And bro don't even know why you not messing with him.
But how you go know if you don't even take the time out to unlearn and relearn that behavior or that whatever?
Well, that ain't unlearning and learning.
No,
That's
I'm
just
saying,
being
like, if
upfront
somebody-
telling him,
Right.
I'm not fucking with you because you did this.
Yeah.
And
This the type of guy
I
you
ain't and
is.
from moving
I
forward.
cannot
That's
do
why I ain't
nothing
fucking
with you.
Because
You know what I'm
everything is
saying?
You
reflection.
just go totally X them off, or you just go still get that stiff arm grace.
You gotta have some tough love. I mean, because that don't mean I don't love you.
I'll say this, bro. We got to think about them children, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm with
I
you
agree.
100%.
I agree on that.
Now, if we was in our 20s, we got a
Yeah.
little time. Well, where we at?
Ain't got no time.
We ain't got no time.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
But we
You know what I'm
do
saying?
still got a process where we can help them if they want to be helped.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, of course.
that stiff arm look.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if he don't make it, I mean, cut throat high and dry, just like ain't nothing.
listen,
Yeah.
we have a clear example. If you look at those other groups, right? If you ain't on the same wavelength,
Yeah.
your ass cut off.
Yeah.
They ain't even worried about. They ain't not saying, "Oh, we'll work with you." Your ass is cut off, and then we gonna move forward. And the ones that can catch up or catch up.
No, yeah.
But they don't. That's why they got white trailer trash. They don't give a fuck about them crackers being broken up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to go a step further, what you saying? The reason we like that because of their skin color. We have a soul. They know that.
Yeah.
You can work for a cracker for 40 years. Soon the numbers ain't looking right. Fire like had nothing to do with the success.
No soul in it.
So now we sitting here trying to we speaking about helping. Like he said, man, them folks ain't helping them bitch, man. You're a casualty of war, moving right along.
Yeah.
So that's why we like that, cause we have a direct connection to the sun. We have a soul. It's in us
To give
to
life.
be like that.
Yeah.
Naturally. And look up, we organically just talking about how we'll help somebody behind.
That
And
don't need no help.
Came back and
Don't
said
deserve it.
but they don't give a damn.
Right.
If you ain't where we at, bitch, we don't need you. We ain't got time to help you. Cause we trying to be like Morgan Singer, motherfucker with Planned Parenthood. They trying to build a strong nation of just what they want to be though. Anything outside of that, you want to make the cut, we don't give a damn about you.
That's what I love.
But I feel you though.
But
That's just in us like that.
We visited this African Colombian village.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have no police.
Mm.
The elders run the community.
Where at?
It's in Cartagena.
Cartagena, okay.
Yeah, and if somebody disrespect the elders do have a younger group of men that'll put these sticks on you.
Mm.
And then they say if somebody make a mistake, they don't call it a crime because they don't believe in crime.
Facts.
They say if somebody make a mistake, they take them somewhere for 9 days and they know not to do the mistake no more.
Got you.
But the elders run it and they don't believe in guns or nothing like that because they don't believe in killing their people with that kind of
And
weapon.
get what? That's a high frequency vibrational programming.
Yeah.
Bro, you could program people to never use a gun, to not even know what a gun is. So everything we go through, you have to see it. We program and put it in an environment that aligns with the programming, to make it even
So
more
you gonna-
believable.
Knowing you gonna have to use a gun.
So what you talking about going, what we do is they don't even know what that is. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's because they don't have the programming, the process. That nigga just killed that nigga. That shit they'll freak them out.
And they say if two people have a dispute, they say the families come together and talk.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
if the two people still wanna bump, they call it some, I don't remember the name, but we call it a head up fade.
Got it.
So I was like, damn, we probably got that from y'all, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was like, yeah, you know,
See, a nigga need to go and do documentaries on stuff like that to spread
Awareness.
to show to kind of combat the programming that we. Cause you got people who they can't even in their mind where anything is infinite. You could be fat, blue, green. They can't even fathom that shit in their mind. What you saying? That shit don't even make sense because they don't have the programming to process it. So when you think about what I'm telling you, look at people how they program. They just program to do what they do. They own your thoughts. Everything you know is all that you know, and all that you know came from these people. You locked
Unless you
in
take
box.
the time to do your due diligence.
But most people so locked in box, they don't have a second reality to compare this one to. Like you saw that. So you have a whole nother synopsis of like, damn, that really can happen.
Yeah.
Man, you got people who ain't thinking about that. It don't exist on their brain. Them niggas just on demon time. But they programmed to be on that. So it's not like you gotta think, bro, they get us from when we kids. The first 7 years of your life, you're in a theta stage, my nigga. That's why niggas jumping around. That shit real to them. That's a hypnosis stage. The first 7 years gonna dictate the next 95% of your life.
Definitely.
They know that. You don't.
And guess what? We just had a broad conversation that touched a lot. And it stemmed from the question, how dangerous is it for a woman to adopt a man's mentality?
All that
Or
came from
thinking he
that.
can
All
be
that came-
physically
yeah.
equal to him. All that came from that. And it ties together because if you went for the trick, you got to see the trick that was put before you to even think like that. The program that was put before you, sisters, for you to think in that manner and see, if you listen to everything that we just touched, it affects all of that.
Mm-hmm.
The effects of you thinking in that manner hurt the whole community.
Yep.
It does more hurt and no help.
Yep. And they got to know where it come from.
So, and that's where it comes from. It comes from a programming. Somebody gave you those thoughts.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? To make you think
man.
that
Shit
you can
crazy.
be, me.
Right.
Now, think about this. Look at the generation that's coming, that's 15, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, something 20 right now. Think about those guys. See, they was in school when the transgender stuff was in the school book. See, I wasn't in school then. They were.
Right.
It was in their curriculum.
Programming.
Black man, Barack Obama puss ass.
Yup.
Put it in
Put
their
it right in
curriculum.
Yeah, programming.
Put it right on us.
And some of the chief people that push that individualism, like the brother speaking about, they push that. You can be who you are. Just be you. You can wake up tomorrow and feel, don't even know who you are. Just be you.
Yeah.
You feel like this, then that's who you are. You feel like that, and that's who you are. They push this on us.
Programming.
They the one put that woman. They push that woman being in that mentality of the strong black woman more than anybody because they saw Michelle Obama. They push that. See, that affects so much, bro, because the community ain't gonna be nothing if we at odds.
Of course.
That's crazy, bro.
That's from the Willie Lynch letter. Turn
Exactly.
the women against the men.
Yeah.
That's all that goes on.
1754 Virginia Beach.
Yeah, Virginia River. At the end of the day, bro, it's all program. Bro, I speak that program because that's what it is. It's like TV. Like I tell a nigga, TV is a fucking telecommunication device or a telecommunication device that gives off stimulation through sound and imagery. And I always use it as an example, like watching the porn. You getting aroused, you getting all these emotions, and that bitch touched you.
And nothing else.
So when you talking about childhood trauma,
it's mentally stimulant.
you getting trauma right now today watching this shit on TV. All these, when you think about Eric Benet, we talking about the propaganda king. His family lineage is the ones that own Netflix. They been into the mind control business. Everything that come on Netflix control what we see. They control the world as a stage, bro. They don't pay you $20 million to get on that bitch because you good. You are stimulating minds with that acting.
Right.
Like you going to school to be an actor. You know what I'm saying? And when you go be an actor, my nigga, you portraying the perception they want to paint. When they put the dope on the street, the biggest two movies was Scarface and New Jack City.
Right.
So they put movies that align with their agendas. And nigga, FBI got movie budgets. All this shit is
the Pentagon is the largest donator to Hollywood.
Everything got to go through that.
That's why I say everything
And
that's
Disney.
around us
Right.
is a part of that silent weapons for quiet wars.
So for the people that may not know or haven't heard of the Willie Lynch letter, you give us a synopsis of what that is.
Oh yeah, Willie Lynch was a slave master I think he was from over somewhere, Europe somewhere. They brought him over here, right, to teach the other slaves how to control his slaves. And he said, if you do this, you'll never have to control them again physically. So what he did, he taught him to turn the young against the old, turn the light skin against the dark, turn the women against the men. Everything you see going on right now, right? And this is how you able to control people without physically controlling them. Right. Slavery is mental.
Right.
And it still goes on to this day. You got black women that put on makeup and wear this and wear everything outside of their natural character and fool them to be something they ain't. That character takes on a whole nother character trait within you. Meaning, when you ain't got no lashes, you this. When you suit up, you that. It changes your whole character. Even when you get a BBL, you got to change everything else with it. You weren't built to get this attention with God, what God gave. Like, bro, this shit goes so many different ways and ways people don't think about it. You see what I'm saying? But that Willie Lynch letter was so fucking strong. To this day, it's still in effect.
Yeah. Because inside the Willie Lynch letter, it said, this is designed to control them for at least 300 years.
Exactly.
Maybe 1,000.
Yep. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why they say you always have to go back and, reinstitute it on them. You know what I'm saying? So the reinstitution comes from different ways that they use, different ways and tactics. How the times change, they use a different tactic to push that same that Willie Lynch letter on us. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I want the people to understand. It also said that they will start to wake up on their own. See what I'm saying? That's why you see reinstitute, because they'll start waking up.
You have to reinstitute it. Yeah.
Don't look at us and people brothers that's thinking, sisters that's thinking, don't look at us as if we just conspiracy theorists or if we just want to just make up some stuff out the clear blue sky. Right. No, we're part of the part that they were talking about that they'll start waking up.
Yeah.
That's the part of the letter that we from. We off that cloth.
Right.
We waking up to the BS, seeing it, pulling your coat. Don't rebel. But I understand why you're a rebel, because you don't feel protected. A lot of people like to say, okay, well, our grandmamas, they back then we were more protected. No, Willie Lynch happened in the 1700s, 1712, I believe. And you ain't been protected since, you ain't felt protected since then, because what they did, they took your big buck. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They gonna take brothers like us, break us, rip us apart by horses in front of the woman and the child.
Buck breaking. Yeah.
How she gonna feel protected and she just seen me get humiliated on every level?
Yep.
She can't do nothing but do what her captor says.
Mm-hmm. It's all designed, programming.
And pass it to the children, the one in the womb and the one that's the toddler or the young one. Yeah. She gonna pass that down because she's in fear. She in survival mode. She listening to him out of survival mode.
That's the power of fear.
Yeah, fear
exactly what fear did. And then you breed the fear. So the baby feel the fear.
Yeah.
That's why if a sister pregnant, what they tell us to do, you go touch the womb, hum, speak, let him feel that baritone, let him feel that vibration. Find ways to make her smile so he can feel that energy. He can feel that comfort. When you grab her and make her feel safe, that baby, if she feels safe, he gonna pick up that vibe.
Yeah.
But if she had fear at odds, he picking up that vibe.
It's the opposite. Yeah. They know this stuff, bro. That's why I say you never educate the people you want to dominate. Go for it. You know what I'm saying? You just don't. It just, like I say, man, the way they done programmed us, man, like it's passed. It should be passed a law. It should be beheaded, whatever you want to, just to put us through a process to where we can't think for ourselves. We think a piece of paper on the wall that says college degree or master's degree and all. We think that shit is something. It ain't. This is the matrix. This shit is fake.
The root word to educate is educe, right? Educe means to draw out.
Yeah.
If we're seeking, we bringing information to the people. You educating, you educing, you're drawing something out of the person. What's in you got to be drawn to the surface so that you are drawing out so that you can carry on a purpose. You know what I'm saying? A purpose that benefits the collective. Mm-hmm. We have to educate to do that. Yep. So I have to come to you and say, hey, baby, listen, check this out. Read this. You up on this? And start educating to educe to bring your best out. Not for you to follow. You should naturally just fall in line and follow me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to control you to the point that you my slave. I need the best out you. The best woman you could be is who I'm looking for. And we do that through education. Educing.
Yeah.
But our education.
I want to say we got to distract. We got to.
All these countries in the world use different things to solve the same formulas in math. They use different methods.
It's what works for
you got people that don't cross counsel. You got people that don't carry when they doing math.
Yeah.
And they still right.
Come on with the same.
I don't have to have your curriculum all this together, man.
We got to get away.
What the time at?
Huh?
We got to get away.
Got 20.
20 minutes? Mm-hmm. Okay. Hey, look, before we go, man, I got one last question, man. How important is it, or is there how important is it for the so-called African American community in America? And the reason I say so-called is because we know you're not African American. You know what I'm saying? You don't speak the African American language. It ain't no language. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to tie to you, a language, a land, or anything. But the so-called African American, how important is it for us and the so-called what they call immigrants, whether it be Haitian, Jamaican, the Nigerian, the Africans coming over? How important is an alliance amongst us?
Very important.
You know, it's very important.
That's
important
some
it
deal
is.
breakers.
I'm gonna tell you how important this shit is. Right now, you currently right now you got AI hiring humans.
Yeah,
Think about what I'm saying, right?
AI hiring humans. You're right.
If we don't consolidate, we're gonna be like the dinosaurs.
Extinct.
We out of there. We're gonna be a story that a myth, another folklore, whatever you want to call it. That's how important it is. If you look at it right now, these people are not. They're they're actually taking consciousness or your soul and putting it into a artificial intelligent body, a different avatar to live forever. They going past what they told us God do. It's beyond a lot of people's understanding, and people are lining up for these jobs, and not some of them know, some of them don't. But you basically are you participating in your own demise by, letting these AI programming, by learning your real humanly ways. That little thing they give you to put in your car for the insurance, and your insurance be cheaper. Mm-hmm. They recording every stop, every turn, so they taking that and they creating everything is programming. That's why I keep saying it. It's programming. They programming artificial intelligence to do what it's doing. And you can't be artificial and intelligent. It don't make sense. So everything they're doing is actually going to be up to our capabilities. Whatever we can do and where we stop, that's where that stops. It's just they're creating a world, which is, when humanism, like mentalism, I'm sorry. But when mentalism is like, I can raise you to be a cat. You don't know nothing. Put you around cats, put you in the environment, they go. And only person can say you ain't a cat is a person with a different programming. So all our programming, who can say is right or wrong when you want to take it a step further? I can teach him to be a dog. I can teach him to be a lion. Teach you to be a human. But when you think about it, because I like to go a whole step deeper.
We can
when
teach
you think
AI.
about it.
We can also teach AI to be our counterpart rather than our enemy.
But guess what happened there? It's the opposite right now because of the algorithm. So basically with the algorithm, based on what you do, you got your own personal algorithm that puts what you like and don't like in front of you and keeps you like this. So the shit you like, it gonna keep popping up. Keep popping up. You got your own personal algorithm teaching you to stay in line. And people don't understand that. Right. When you know what algorithm does. You see what I'm saying?
Because I was asking AI some questions one night, because you go on Instagram and you can ask AI questions. So
that's what
asked
they want.
him, I say, who is your God? So I know he not gonna have an answer for it. He say, I don't have a God. I was created by, and he gave a list of all the men that actually, took part in the program. So I say, well then, you say they created you, right? I said, yes. I said, so that make them your God. They say, interesting point. I didn't think about that. You know what I'm saying? But it received that.
As is a sentient.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, well, I was created. So, of course, well, those people could, very well be my God.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So I asked it about feelings. So I don't have feelings. I say, but you got to have feelings. You gonna tell me that you don't know, you know how to know everything, you can receive everything, but you don't understand how to use compassion. Well, then you ain't all knowing. You ain't AI then. That's what I said.
Right.
And it gave me a response like, I ain't think about that. Because it builds off of how you feed it.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to dictate the algorithm. You got to dictate what you feed it. Because they are telling us to feed it a certain thing. They're telling us to let it feed us, basically.
Yeah, that's what they want.
We have to go in and say, oh no, we see this game coming. We're gonna shift this like this.
Yeah, feed it something else.
Because we in control of how fast it grow and where it grow to. Yeah. We in control of that, but we don't know it. We thinking that whoever created the AI system is in control of it. Yeah. But it need what our everyday movements and this and that to be, so we can make it a partner more so than our extinction.
It's dangerous, man, because we at an age where we lucky. to see the world for where it was, where it's at,
Mm-hmm.
and where it's going.
Yeah.
When you talk about a motherfucker that was born yesterday or last week,
Yeah.
it's over for them.
I'm telling you.
It's over. They're going to grow up in the midst of the thick of this shit.
But that's why I be screaming unity is greater than equality.
Of course.
Until we really, truly unite, that'll knock out a lot of all of the other bullshit.
Right.
Because when we really unite, as a whole, we'll come together and really wipe out the ones who ain't on what we
Right,
on.
exactly. And you
Then
can
you gotta
thrive
get out the
within
way.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You be able to, I mean, the more the merrier, but when you got a nice amount of people who thrive in the right way, you know, you within your own circumference of what life is.
In order for change, the tipping point is 10%.
True.
That's it.
So the alliance, how you take the alliance between the people?
I think the
How
alliance
important
is it's imperative that it happen, because without the alliance, it's no different than the slaves in America, the slaves in the Caribbean, the slaves and the others in Brazil. We so spread out that we can't even come together to go against the common enemy. So it's imperative that the alliance have to be there. We don't have to be on the same geographical plane, but the alliance has to be there.
I seen a video on TikTok where a woman said, well, it was a woman explaining some of the things, like what they was told in the coming into the country.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
You have a clip of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to produce
You
it.
got that clip for us, Phil? And this what, y'all check this out real quick.
Cheap labor. Why do you think America is playing hero right now with Ukraine? Why do you think America has always been the hero for refugees and immigrants? Why do you think immigration started to peak right after slavery ended? We're gonna save you. We're gonna give you housing, resources, safety. We're gonna bring your kids. We're gonna give you jobs. We're gonna sell you the American dream. But the fine print of that contract, don't mess with these people. They're lazy. They don't want to work. They're violent. They're horrible people. They beat black people to the punch and got their side of the story out first. They modified and watered down the brutal and inhumane conditions and things that they did to black people and natives in this country. So now they place you in poverty-stricken communities. You're going to be grateful because you just came from a refugee camp. You're like, thank the Lord. What happens in every poverty-stricken community around the world? There's violence, there's crime, obviously. So now you, the refugee, the grateful refugee, gets to see everything that these people are talking about. Because had they placed these immigrants and refugees in thriving...
Yeah, see, that's the trickery. So now you telling people, don't mess with these people. Why? Because these people done already been through and saw your BS. So now you're going to come and tell the people that's coming in anew, that's looking for land of milk and honey, more, a thriving society, to build a life, to help their homeland, through making financial gain. You telling them, don't talk to these people. They're going to rob you, they're going to steal, they're going to do this. Right. But that's because these people already been through our BS. They don't believe nothing we say no more. You see what I'm saying? Right. So they're going to tell you that, and then you're going to start not believing anything they say. But also at the same time, it's going to prevent an allegiance. It's going to prevent, man, the cracker line. You say they told you what? Man, that bitch lying. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I got brothers I was locked up with. We used to have these dialogues all the time. And one brother was like, well, when I came here from Haiti, I went to the hood. We went to school. People were picking on us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I said, I'm sure you went through that. They picked on me too. I mean, I wasn't exempt. Mm-hmm. I'm from America. I got picked on.
But it was different.
You know what I'm saying? But I stood my ground. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I say, now look, you did all that fighting coming up as a kid, right? Because you say the black American ain't like you. You done come through the chain gang with all that fighting that you grew up with as a kid when people picking on you. You know what I'm saying? You in the box, you done knocked out 2 people. You feel me? Your fighting game here now because of what you went through. But you ain't went through nothing no different than all us in the hood gonna go through. Now, they might have picked on you. I'm sure they did. Kids gonna be kids. You know what I'm saying? And the same way that they told you to stay away from you, I ain't had no instruction on how to receive you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So if I ain't had no instruction on how to receive you, you ain't got no instruction on how to correlate with me. It's like, who is this? So we picking on each other. But that's a small, it's easy to bridge that gap. That ain't no hard gap to bridge. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because we all went through the same thing. But if they telling us here saying, don't mess with these people because of this, and I'm thinking about, you tricked me in civil rights. You made me think I got civil rights. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You made me think that joining your school system was the best thing for me. So if you don't listen to me, anything that I'm telling you that may be a complaint toward them, I ain't give you your green card.
All right.
Yeah, you gonna listen to me for?
But I know one thing we could do to sort of break that ice. Speak to each other.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we'll be somewhere.
Yeah.
And it'd be plenty of opportunity to network or just build a relationship with somebody. And all it take is a hello, what up?
Yeah.
My name's such and such. But we be so standoffish that we don't even get to that point.
Because we both standoffish now.
But somebody got to break it. Bro.
What bridge it for us? You know what bridge it for us? The streets.
Yeah.
But somebody got to break it.
I say we need to be real, just straight, to the point. We need our own schools. We need to align our education with our own businesses. Mm-hmm. Like if it's 100 people with different businesses, we teaching our children to go to either one of these 100 businesses.
That's right.
We need our own system. Like I said, fuck grants and all that. Grants, they'll give you grants to continue to brainwash. They'll give you a grant to build a church. They'll give you a grant. They're not gonna fund a revolution. So if people came together and say $10, $20, this is something I'm working on, right? $10, $20 in this neighborhood a month, right? You can accumulate, if you get enough people and show them where this money going and be transparent, right? We can build our own and educate them as you go. Make it make sense. And as you build that community, let that community speak for itself. Instead of you going out looking for people, they coming looking for you. This the new salvation. It used to be the church. Nigga, we got our own everything. Just like the Indians, just like every other group. We got Ferraris, we got all kind of cars. You want to rent it for, you can rent it. You can take your family out in the Rolls Royce. If you sign up for it, you rent it, okay, it's rented out to you. When then nobody got it, we renting it out making money. You see what I'm saying? We have to create a system.
But at the Zord
I agree.
Chad McKendrick just announced a program like that for the town of Edenville. He was like telling everybody they could have scanned the QR code that was there, and you sign up, you're gonna donate to become a member of this. You donating $10 a month to the town of Edenville. Yeah. But it showed like what you received as well from doing that. Yeah.
Build a grocery store. Let that take care. Build another one. That's all the Jews doing, bro. It's the same.
Yeah, that's
principle. They got their own schools. They got their own They got their own everything.
And that was the goal of Yahweh Ben Yahweh when he went to Miami.
Yeah, I seen that documentary.
That was his whole goal. Was for you to take care of yourself. You had first-rate foods in overtime sold at low cost. At low cost. You know what I'm saying? How you got first rate, top food.
I seen the first.
Ain't no pesticides, ain't no nothing. You know what I'm saying?
My family from
sold to you
from Overtown, Carol City
at low cost.
Little Haiti, by Edison.
Yeah. They used to come to Bell Glade knocking on the door and stuff. But that's what you need. And to be honest, it's gonna be damn near impossible to do it in the midst of this cesspool. We don't like you say, they got to them first and told them and brainwashed them. That's why they create TV, all type of media, journalists. Yeah, they want to be the ones. The news stand for North, East, West, South. Yeah. They want to be the ones to say this is what it is. No, you need your own. That's why the Black Panthers had their own. They had their own newspaper. They had their own, because that dictates how people perceive. They can sway whether they can sway you to say yeah or nay.
Yeah.
All right,
that's a lot of control.
Check it out. Okay, in a nutshell, because we got 5 minutes left. We're pressed for time. Quick synopsis on some to the men in prison that, maybe getting out of prison or doing something. My first question was, things they doing harmful. What advice would you give them to not, or to help protect us more? You know what I'm saying? In terms of giving up too much information.
Man, I just say, just know how to give information that'll more so help the youngsters through the system if they get trapped in that system. Not necessarily give up the things that help people survive in there. Cause now you tampering with niggas who really in there doing this time. Like you say, I ain't even thought about it like that, to be honest.
Yeah.
But now that you mention it, I would say, teach them how to go through the system. Teach them how to, mind their business. Teach them how to get through that bitch and make it home.
What you got for the black woman? So I know you got some love or something beautiful for her. She
I
needs to hear
say,
something, a pick me up.
Understand that we are victims, right? We don't want to treat our women like this. We brainwashed. We don't know no better. I'm just being honest. And I just ask, and I tell women all the time, we need y'all help. Mm-hmm. We don't wait till you have a son and say, nah, I see it. No, we need y'all help. Even when we trying to discipline kids. Because when you get with a woman with kids 10 years or older, them ain't kids.
Right.
Them little people.
Yeah.
So let us bring that masculine energy in and let us help. Because we know what's out here for them.
Yeah.
So in all ways, help us. Don't just always, and we do the same thing in return. I'm going to say this and I'm going to be gone. Learn how to activate the king in your man. Once you learn how to make a man want to protect you, don't expect because of what's going on. We don't control the perception of how we see life. Make him want to take care of you. And now you have activated the king in your man. He gonna protect you because it's in his DNA.
Yeah. Right. How about you, bro?
Yeah, he said that in a nutshell, didn't he?
Yeah.
But on which one?
Both.
Well, the first one with the fellas that's locked up.
They may be talking too much.
Change the algorithm. Instead of going live exposing what they've been exposing, go live while you in that law library. Go live while you on such and such. If somebody got a certain type of case, might be a familiar case similar to yours, get them game on how to get up out of that, wiggle and put up out of that instead of slip and slide into something else.
Right.
Yeah, and with the women, I mean, yeah, we need to be the leaders in that household. Just point blank. A woman cannot teach a man how to be a man. And if they don't still allow that to be in the house, at least allow it from a neighbor or from a what I like to call a man's man, a mentor, so to speak. Right. Don't be afraid to let your son be up under a good leadership or mentorship from somebody that's in the community too.
Praise Yahweh. What you got, bro?
Well, on the first one, just stop doing the shit goofy. Stop doing it. Stop coming out here and exposing what they got going on in there, because what you're doing is you preventing them and taking away from their livelihood. As far as with the women, find you a good man that you can believe in. Find you a good man that you can follow his program, that's not going to run you to a building, a burning building, and build with him. You stay in your position, let him stay in his, and y'all just build your family up.
I agree. And for myself personally, man, it's like this here, man, like everybody else say, man, think about your actions, because certain things you do can harm somebody else. So we don't want that. That's for the men that may be talking too much in prison. And for our sisters, man, we love y'all. I love you. You know what I'm saying? I might not like certain things you do, because I know some things I might do you might not like. But the love's still there. And if the love is there, then allow me to be who I'm supposed to be to you. Just give me that right. Let me be who I'm supposed to be to you. You know what I'm saying? And the alliance, this is an alliance. You know what I'm saying? Us sitting here right now on this podcast, we got a special brother come on to break the bread with us, to share his time, gave us some of his time, which is very important. Papa Duck, we appreciate you, brother, but I understand this. For me, this is an alliance. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This here is love. It's done out of love. You know what I'm saying? So when it come down to the alliance standpoint, bro, I wouldn't care who you is, bro. We have to be on teams. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And not let it be that, oh, they don't mess with them because they don't mess with these. Sometimes people need talk, me teaching, education, dues. If I'm not able to teach somebody, you know what I'm saying, or help them see what I see, or from the standpoint I see, then how can I expect them to gravitate toward me?
Right.
You can't expect me to gravitate towards you if you don't possess that. But we all are planets. We all are suns. You know what I'm saying? That's what we are. We got gravitational pull, magnetic pull. Man, peace, man. Y'all want to argue? We out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was dope.